Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming. I thank you now, and you're happy now, but maybe when we stick the needles in your arms, you may not feel quite the same. No, that won't happen. So I am Colonel Eric Alley. I am the National Guard surgeon, the state surgeon, and I'm here today with some folks from our medical detachment and from one of our mobile vaccination support teams, the same teams that have been going out across the state helping the local and state health departments vaccinate Marylanders across the state as we ramp this up. Today we have the honor and privilege of vaccinating the governor, lieutenant governor, both of their wives, Dr. Chan, and then some others here in the State House. And so what we're going to do today is make sure that everybody is up to speed. This is a Moderna vaccination that we're giving, which means 4 weeks from now we'll have to be back to giving them the second dose. And I just want to ask everyone here to make sure that they have filled out or completed or are aware of the vaccine requirements and the vaccine, counterindications. There's no one here that we've seen signing in that has any of those issues. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the vaccinators begin their work now, and we will. I think the governor will give us a few words as well, but we're going to also hold them around for 10 or 15 minutes to make sure they don't have any reactions. We have an outstanding team over here. Before I step down, I just want to let you know that these folks are high-speed medics. A lot of them have been deployed overseas, done that work. They are really among the very best that we have to offer in the Maryland National Guard. And that is, with that, who do we have to vaccinate the governor? Specialist Ruth.
Wow, didn't he feel it? Nice work.
Thank you.
So you did invoke your ladies first privilege, huh?
Wow, I think the ladies wanted to see me do it first. I didn't even feel it.
Do you need a Band-Aid?
Oh, I think so. Maybe a little more.
Okay.
All right, sir. You could do the First Lady if we're ready.
Yeah. There you go.
Governor?
He was a little scared.
Women bad is other stuff.
Second lady. And Dr. Chan, let's go ahead and do both.
Tonka was tougher than you.
Yes. True.
Sir, for federal hockey.
Well, good morning, everybody. That I really didn't feel that at all. That was great job, guys. Thank you so much. I want to thank Maryland's First Lady, the Lieutenant Governor, and his wife Monica, our Second Lady, along with Deputy Health Secretary Dr. Chan, for joining me here today to receive these COVID-19 vaccinations, to show people that they are safe and to encourage Marylanders to sign up to get vaccinated. I want to especially thank the Maryland National Guard medics from our emergency vaccination teams. The Guard, they're assisting counties with vaccinations and testing all across the state. They also have 1,000 others in Washington protecting our nation's capital. You guys did a great job. I really didn't feel that. I also feel good. I feel like I could drop and give you 100 push-ups right now. So, General, I don't know if you're going to ask me to do that, but maybe later. But we're all looking forward to the day when we can take off and throw away our masks, when we can get all of our children back into school, and when we can go out for a big celebration at our favorite crowded restaurant or bar with all of our family and friends. The only way that we're going to return to a sense of normalcy is by these COVID-19 vaccines, which have been approved by America's leading medical experts. The development process was rigorous and transparent throughout, with every phase of every trial subject to FDA oversight and expert approval. At 95% efficacy, these vaccines are very effective at protecting you from the virus. The likelihood of any real side effects is less than 0.5%. And when they do occur, they're just normal signs that your body is building up protection against the virus. Getting vaccinated is the only way to keep you, your family, your friends, and your community healthy and safe. And it is absolutely critical to preventing more illnesses, more hospitalizations, and more deaths. It's the only way to end the damage to our economy and to bring this pandemic to an end. We are carrying out an aggressive plan to help all the vaccinators get more shots into more arms. As of today, Maryland has administered more than 255,000 doses, which is more than 32 other states. And we're administering doses at a faster pace than we are currently receiving them from the federal government. Today, we're moving into Phase 1B and then expanding into Phase C starting next Monday, both months ahead of schedule. More pharmacies will be coming online beginning next week, and the Maryland Department of Health and the Maryland National Guard are currently working with county health departments and private partners on the opening of mass vaccination sites at central locations across Maryland. As of today, as I mentioned, we are in Phase 1B of the COVID-19 vaccination protocols, which means that all residents ages 75 or over are eligible to receive vaccines. Next week, all Marylanders ages 65 and over will be eligible as well. If you have a parent, a grandparent, or a neighbor who is 65 or older, please encourage them to get vaccinated and to help them make a plan to get vaccinated. To find a provider, go to covidvax.maryland.gov. The vaccinations will be done by appointment only at this time. I cannot emphasize strongly enough that there is still a very limited supply of vaccines available to us from the federal government, which is only giving us approximately 10,000 doses per day. There are 1.5 million people who are currently eligible in phase 1, and they need 2 doses. So that means 3 million doses of the vaccine. Overall, we will require 12 million doses to reach 2 doses for all Marylanders. Right now, we have received 4.5% of that amount. So again, this is going to take a long time. It's going to take a great deal of patience, and it's going to take a whole lot more vaccines. But we need to get a commitment from the companies that are making the vaccines to make a whole lot more. A commitment from the incoming Biden administration to get us more doses, and then we need a commitment from all of the providers and the vaccinators to ramp up their pace. And we are going to determine which Maryland providers can get those shots into arms the fastest, and then do whatever we possibly can to help them. You're seeing stories about how the vaccines are not being used fast enough. I can assure you that is going to soon change, and you will see stories that we are running out of vaccines being provided to us in order to keep up with demand. And you will likely see people in long lines or on long wait lists all across the country. This will take time, and we continue to encourage anyone to be patient while the providers work to get their vaccinations increased. Lastly, today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, a time that we set aside to honor his example of service and humility. It was Dr. King who said, "Everybody can be great because anybody can serve. You only need a heart full of grace." In that spirit, I'm asking today each and every Marylander to serve by continuing to do your part to keep yourselves, your families, your friends, your community, and your country healthy and safe. With that, I'd be happy to take 1 or 2 questions.
Governor, you mentioned last week there was a huge concern in 1A that a number of people were reluctant to get the shot. Have you heard some of the reasons why, and what have the efforts been to convince them that it's safe and also works well?
Well, there are a lot of different reasons that people have concerns, and that's one of the reasons why we are here today getting these vaccines, to show people that it is safe and to, again, remind people of the processes that this went through. Some of it are legitimate, just concerns about the process and the fact that maybe it did happen 2 years faster than it normally does. And they want to make sure that it went through the right processes. Some of it is intentional disinformation campaigns that are, just phony sites on the internet that are convincing people not to take the vaccine. But we're going to do everything we can to convince people that they all need to get the vaccine if we ever want to get back to normal. And this is just the first of many public campaigns that we're going to do across the state with visible people in the community to convince, to find role models in various community groups, people that are well recognized, to try to show the people that are watching that they should also follow their lead and go get vaccinated.
How's it feel?
Feel great. It felt great. I really did not even feel the needle go in.
Governor, what's your concern about the possibility that second shot may not be available? And it's a big interruption of this.
Yeah, I don't have any concerns about that. I believe that we have a pretty good plan, and we're ramping things up. But the second shots are going to be available, and we're already. I don't know what the number is as of this morning, but all the people that got the first round are already moving into the second shots. Anybody else?
You've preached patience, and I think this question probably prompts a redundancy, but that's the one thing we do get calls from.
Sure.
Like, oh, I can't get on, everything's crashed,
Yeah.
I'm overwhelmed. What do you say to those people as today we launch this next phase?
Well, I would just say, I understand the frustration. Like I said, we need 12 million doses. We have 500,000. This is a brand new thing. It's the largest peacetime undertaking ever in America. So it's going to take a while to ramp up. This is happening all across the country. It's not going to happen overnight. We were supposed to move into phase 1B and C in March. We're moving in January. So we're ahead of schedule. We're ahead of the pace that they're giving them to us at 10,000 a day. On Saturday, we did 25,000. I think we're averaging around 15,000. So 50% more than we're getting. That's why I kept saying we're going to run out. We can't give it to everybody right away. That's why there's a detailed plan, which we started working on in April, that we got approved in October. And the good news is we're expediting and speeding up that plan. So we're going to do everything we can. Thank you, guys. Thank you. It's not a real press conference.